Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake on YouTube, and what we're going to make is Italian bread. And this particular bread, I actually get two out of the recipe. I like to use this pan myself for baking, and then I lightly spray them with an oil spray, that type of thing. If you don't have this pan, don't choose to use this pan, then of course you need to grease a cookie sheet or some type of pan. You can use parchment paper also if you choose, that kind of thing. This bread that I've made, you can glaze it with sesame seeds or poppy seeds. You can just dust it with flour on the top. It really is up to you whether you want to glaze this bread or not. Now I went ahead and made the dough in a bread maker or bread machine on the dough cycle. Now you certainly can make this bread by hand if you prefer. I'm going to give you the recipe right off the bat, so if you are interested in making this Italian bread, you'll be able to jot it down. I'm sorry, but I no longer put the recipe below the video anymore. So the recipe is as follows. You need 1 cup of milk, and you need to heat that milk at least to up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. You will also want to put in a 1/4 cup of water. What I like to do is I put my milk and my water together in a coffee mug, and I heat it in my microwave. Now you're going to need 1 egg, and I would slightly beat it, okay, ahead of time. You're going to need 4 teaspoons of either butter or margarine, so you make the call on that. I also put my butter in the water and the milk in the coffee mug, and I melt it all together. And it's quick, it's fast, it's easy, okay? You're going to need 4 cups of bread flour. Now I know I'll probably get the question, have I ever made this recipe with all-purpose flour? No, I didn't, just bread flour, and it comes out beautiful. If you are looking for bread recipes, whether it's all-purpose flour, whole wheat, white whole wheat, high gluten, I have them. I think I'm over 600 and some videos, so I have many bread recipes and roll recipes with different types of flours. So if you don't like this one or you don't have bread flour, please check out my channel. You'll need 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and you'll need 1 1/4 teaspoon of active dry yeast. Follow your manufacturer's directions, whether you put the water in first or the dry. Mine are the water comes first. Now, I'm just going to put a little flour on the top of my countertop here, and I'm going to take out the dough to show you. Now this is only half, so in other words it will be double this size, okay? It's a nice elastic dough. It's not hard to work with. It's not sticky. It's not heavy. It's not dense. And I really don't fuss with shaping it too much. I just kind of stretch it out. Point the edges out a little bit, almost like I'm shaping a baguette. Like that, and then I just place it down into my pan. Okay, now what you will have to do and should do is to take a clean linen towel or kitchen terry towel and cover your bread till it doubles in size, and that might take you 45 minutes. It might take you an hour depending on the temperature of your kitchen. My kitchen's very warm today, so my bread has been rising within that 45 minutes. It really has, but it's a very warm day here. Now, once that you have risen and double in size, if you want to go ahead and put a couple light slashes diagonally, 3 of them, feel free, or you don't have to do that. And then of course use an egg wash or the whites of beaten egg, and then you can put whatever seeds you want on top, sesame, poppy, whatever, or just dust it with flour. It'll be up to you what you want to, if you want to glaze it after that it's risen. Now you're going to bake this at 400 degrees, and it can take you anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes. But you know, our oven's set up so differently, so I would suggest to start checking. I start checking mine after about 17 minutes or so, just to see how it's coming along, okay? Remember to flip the dough over, not the dough, I'm sorry, the baked bread over, and tap it. If you hear a hollow sound, then you know that your bread is properly baked. Let me rinse my hands real quick, because I'd like to show you the finished product. But I'm handling dough with raw egg, and this is how it will bake up. Now this particular one, again, I really didn't put any type of glaze on it to add shine. I didn't put, of course, any seeds on it. That's going to be up to you. It just has a little bit of residue of flour, which I think makes it look so pretty. It's a nice golden brown on the top. Then you can see the bottom, how nicely that came out as well. Again, you'll want to tap your bread to see. This is slightly warm yet, but oh, is it delicious. Warm or hot, served with butter or a little jam, or just eat it plain. Most of the time when I'm baking bread, well, it doesn't last very long on the counter. It doesn't even make it to dinner. Let me get a knife to cut into it to show you. So I'll just grab this serrated knife here, that I hope that you'll be able to see the crumb on the bread. I'm just going to grab a fork here. I don't know if you can see that the crumb is breaking away, how light and how delicate it is. Okay, and then when I'm squeezing on the bread, you can see that it comes right back, how elastic. Okay, you can also see how it was baked quite nice. It's not, you know, when I push it down with my thumb, it's not staying down where it wasn't baked all the way, or it's raw. And as I'm just pressing on that, I hope that you can see and how the bread comes right back and responds back. It's absolutely delicious, warm or cold. You can also, which is an idea, that you can actually slice it in half. And if you want to take some of the insides out, they're great for submarine rolls or hoagie rolls if you prefer, sandwich rolls, you know, and then or you can fill it and then cut it into smaller pieces for maybe a party or that kind of thing. It is a delicious bread. You can get 2 of these out of this recipe. It's relatively very easy to make and so delicious. It really is. I want to tell you that if you try this recipe and you like it, leave a comment, because I'd like to hear from you, or if you have a question. And that's another reason that brings up me to tell you why I don't put my recipes on anymore. Due to so many people taking my work, posting it, pinning it, claiming it theirs, well, it's not worth it anymore. And I'm certainly not alone on that. But what's so frustrating is that when you write to me or have a question and I see my work somewhere else and I can't answer you, it's pretty frustrating. So I'd really appreciate you solely watch me on YouTube, because that's the only place that I put my videos. And if you're so inclined and you'd like to subscribe, boy, I'd really appreciate it. Or even give the video a like. I couldn't thank you enough. So thank you for watching Diane Lovetobake on YouTube. Give this Italian bread a try. I think you'll be pleased. Thanks again for watching. Stay well and stay safe. I'll see you soon.